Virgo, what up, what up? Welcome to Swimming Through the Void. This will be a look into the year ahead today for the sign of Virgo, wherever that resonates at for you in your birth chart. Keep in mind, we all have a sixth house as part of our birth charts, and we all deal with Virgo energy to some degree in our realities. And time and energy are fluid as well, so take what resonates here today in this message and these messages and leave the rest for someone else. And these messages are also timeless as well, so whenever you find yourself here, there will be something here for you to help bring you clarity and confirmation, to help empower you. Ultimately, these messages are intended to help bring us into alignment with our highest selves, with our highest timelines, with our best lives. Virgo, tapping into your energy for this year today, I used the Moonology Oracle deck along with the Illuminated Earth Oracle deck just to help me catch the vibe and kind of get the feel of what Spirit's wanting to bring through and what this year is going to look like for you. This year feels big for Virgo. I feel like you are truly clearing and closing a big cycle in your life on your soul's journey here. So let's run through these cards and then we'll kind of get into it. It almost feels like this breakthrough and this kind of catalyst energy for you to align with purpose, with your dharma, with you know, a new world that you are consciously co-creating here. So it feels really good. Although I do see my Virgos are kind of doing a deep dive and some deep healing. The very first card to come through for you today, Virgo, is the Balsamic Moon. And this card says a time for healing. And the Balsamic Moon energy is truly an energy of like silence, stillness. It's a silence that you can feel, that you can almost hear. And what I'm feeling, let's run through these cards first and then we'll kind of break down what I see here. So a time for healing, new moon in Aquarius, bring love into the situation, waxing moon, the energy is gaining momentum, and then the new moon in Taurus, which says prosperity lies ahead. This was clarified in the Illuminated Earth Oracle deck by childhood, memory, and underworld. So it feels like Virgo is taking a deep dive into their past to one degree or another. And I know it's going to resonate and manifest differently for everyone, but some of you are dealing with relationship stuff, some of you are dealing with health stuff, some of you are dealing with mental and emotional stuff. As within, so without. I feel like this is an energy that is speaking to a deep dive into your inner world, into your emotional body, into your spirit, into your heart space, into your inner child. And with the bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius energy, as soon as this card came out, Virgo, I heard to love yourself. It's like self-love, the energy of self-love, of self-forgiveness, of being able to forgive and release the situations and you know, the things that have happened in your past. Are we able to let go? Are we able to forgive? Are we able to release? Because it feels like whatever Virgo is working through with this underworld energy, memory, childhood, and however it looks on you, again, it's like this energy is catalyzing, springing you forward into this prosperity. And prosperity doesn't necessarily just have to be financially, although I think for a lot of you, you're unlocking your abundance as well. But this can be in love, in self-love, in good vibes, in being able to wake up and be grateful and thankful and feel good about your life, about yourself, and about your reality. On the bottom of the Moonology deck, we have the full moon in Aquarius. Interesting. We have a lot of aqua energy here. We are in the very beginning of Aquarius season as I'm recording this message as well. And it says to show the world the real you. And let's check the bottom of the illuminated earth, we have responsibility. And so evolution, I feel like this is speaking to Virgo, your responsibility. It is your job. It is your soul's purpose in some way to shine your light, to anchor down into your authentic self and your truth, and let that ring out to the world in whatever way you're being called to. And again, that looks different for everyone, but I feel like, Virgo, you have a job to do. I feel like it's this soul level healing that you're working through, and then past that, beyond that, it's like to bring that into the world in some way. So it feels like it's going to be a big year for Virgo. I am going to say a quick prayer, and then we will dive into the tarot. We're going to start with the double major today to get the theme of the year out of the major arcana cards here. And we'll probably grab a couple astrology cards as well. And the way that we've been doing the tarot is I've been using a couple different tarot decks, been grabbing a card or two for each quarter of the year, and then grabbing another deck and breaking it down, going month by month, and grabbing a card or two for each month, just so we have an idea of what to expect as we make our way through this year 2025. But again, time and energy are fluid, so whenever you find yourself here, just look at this as there's a message here for you, and this is the energy as you progress through the next year of your journey. Thank you all for being here, Virgo, for stopping through and for showing love. Just want to let you know that you are appreciated. All the love and support you guys show this channel is a blessing to me in my world, so thank you for that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Holy Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Archangels, Ancestors. Messages for Virgo today for their highest good. Anything Virgo needs to hear or know. Any messages that will bring them clarity and confirmation, healing, wisdom, understanding. Any messages that will empower Virgo and help bring them into alignment with their highest selves, with their highest timelines, with their best lives. And of course, above all of that, any messages that will help the collective align with the highest divine will for our journeys through this lifetime will be greatly appreciated. All praise and glory forever and ever. Spirit is coming through for you today, Virgo. Let's check the theme of the year. What's the theme of this year for Virgo? They want two. Thank you. Judgment, big judgment energy, Pluto. Crazy because we have this Aquarius energy out here as well, and we are just now kind of stepping into the Pluto in Aquarius transit that will be playing out through the next 20 or so years of our lives. And it does seem to be this energy for Virgo of healing, of releasing, of deep awakening, rising to new levels of consciousness and awareness. And I feel like, this judgment for Virgo almost feels like a whole old story is like melting off of you. And I do feel that whatever you're kind of going through, one of the deeper purposes of this energy is to help bring you into a space of self-love and self-care and self-acceptance and forgiveness and all of those things. I feel like some of my Virgos are really going through like a deep period of spiritual awakening. There's a really heavy angelic presence here with these cards. Maybe some of you are connecting with Archangel Raphael or Archangel Gabriel at this time, with the train popping off in the background just kind of as confirmation. Maybe some of you need to connect with your angels, especially as you're kind of navigating this healing energy. I think it'd be really helpful to do that. So let's grab a couple astrology cards, and then we will go from there. We'll jump into the tarot. What's the message for Virgo? Cancerian energy. Look at that though, nurturing, sensitive, caring, healing, home, roots, ancestors, family. What an intense and transformative energy coming through for you. We have Sag, Saturn. We do have the 11th house as well. Collaboration, memberships, networking, discipline, obstacles, boundaries. So it's almost like just clarifying what I see here, where it's like this dive into the underworld to do this healing, and then we're bringing that to the world, to the collective in some way. And maybe some of you have already experienced this and you're like ready to to bring it to the world. Take it how it resonates. But I do see with the 11th house out here, Saturn, it's like putting something together, building something, getting some structure laid out in order to bring this healing, to collaborate, to let it loose is how I'm hearing it. This is really expansion though. For some of you, you're healing deep ancestral wounds, family stuff, generational stuff, and this is kind of like breaking free of that. So congratulations for those of you that are working through that, because I already know what that's like. It is no easy feat, no easy task. Okay, so let's jump into the tarot and see what we see. I'm gonna start with this other deck here to grab the energy for each quarter. What's the first quarter looking like? January, February, March for Virgo, please, Spirit. Thank you. April, May, June. July, August, September. Wow. There is some really deep understanding. July, August, September, October, November, December. Some deep soul level wisdom being gained here, Virgo, for real this year. You're leveling up. October, November, December, last quarter. Yeah, let's go. Can we get one more? Yeah. Check it out on the bottom of the deck. Before we even get into the tarot and break down each of these quarters, you have the Chariot, Virgo. So just like, and it's exactly, so I feel there's work to be done, and I feel like you've been doing the work and you're doing the work here, Virgo, but I feel like this is going to be so worth it. This clearing, this alignment with truth, this alignment with the divine will. You have a victory here. You have tons of abundance that you're, so, okay, I just want to say, I feel the need to say this message. There's some Virgos connecting to this reading that are feeling like shit's been rough. And it's almost that feeling like, yo, I don't see a way out of here. You need to know that this is all going to be worth it. That nothing you have been through has been in vain, and that you are moving towards something beautiful, something amazing. There's other Virgos connecting to this reading where you already know, you're kind of getting the vision, and you're navigating, you're rolling with the punches, right? It's never easy. What worth it is ever easy though, right? But you know this, okay? So let's break this down. But there's some Virgos that really need to know how beautiful this is going to be. So let's grab this other tarot deck, Tarot of the Holy Spectrum, Ace of Cups on the bottom as I grab this. It's like the divine handing the Virgo collective an opportunity, a divine opportunity for true healing, for true fulfillment, right? But there's some things we gotta see, do, release, forgive, understand, right? Before we open up to that, right? Okay, so this first quarter coming through, we have the 8 of Wands with the 2 of Wands together. That's the 10 of Wands, and we have the Page of Cups. So there's this energy of forward movement, of being in communication with the divine. There's this energy here of moving on. Mars and Aries, I'm going. I'm taking action. I'm going to go for what's for me. I am moving forward. I deserve better. I am going to create the life of my dreams. So it seems like regardless of where you fall at in this energy, Virgo knows you're like, I'm moving into something new. I'm going to create this new chapter of my life. I feel like we're still kind of navigating this past energy, this underworld energy, this shadow energy, this pain, this hurt, whatever it may be. It's still here. It's here to one degree or another. But you know, it's like I'm moving forward. I'm releasing. I'm letting go. I'm leaving it behind. Okay, so January, February. There may have been some type of betrayal here. Some betrayal, some ending, some type of loss that you're healing through, or that you're leaving behind, or that you're kind of working through that energy. March. Beautiful. But I see you hard at work, and I see it coming up for Virgo, like, this is what I'm going toward, or I'm moving into something new, and I'm going to heal and align with what is truly for me. This first quarter feels like we're building. It feels like we're building, we're putting the pieces together. And also, with that being said, January, February, March, there's some type of 6 of Wands energy. There's some type of victory here. And I think it's through this healing, or whatever you're kind of like leaving behind or releasing. This 6 of Wands to me feels like, yo, we did it. Some type of karmic contract, some type of situation that you came here to kind of go through in order to clear some energy, and in order to integrate this deeper wisdom from this situation, this energy, this happening. For some of you, this relationship. For others, it's a lot of stuff. It's like this whole chapter. But here is where we close the door through this first quarter. Second quarter, and it feels like the beginning of the second quarter is really you making the tough decisions. It's like handling the fine details here. Queen of Swords, Tower that came out with the Knight of Wands. It's like we're having to disconnect a little bit, and now that we're moving on and we're coming out of this, there's still some things. It's like adjustments need to be made. It feels like as you move into this second quarter, you're making adjustments and you're doing what's necessary in order to get you to where you're going here. You're taking action, you're saying what you need to say, you're making the tough decisions. It feels like you're moving from a very powerful space here, and I think it's because you kind of know now what you want, or what you're creating, or what you're being guided toward or moving toward ultimately. So what does April, May, June? It feels like Virgo 2 is kind of leaving a whole relationship dynamic and like energy and phase and chapter of relationships behind. And I think, you know, that makes sense with the last 18 months, the South Node being in the sign of Libra. I think we all kind of had to clear through some relationship stuff. And this first and second quarter feels like you're making the adjustments and opening up to like this new phase, this new energy when it comes to relationships, not just romantic, but with everyone around you, right? Seven of Pentacles here. I see you're patiently building. I see you're taking action. So just like the overview here, you're in a position of power here and you're taking the action that you are being guided. You got the Queen of Swords clarified by the Queen of Swords here in this second quarter. And I'm sorry, the King of Swords clarified by the Queen of Swords clarified by the King of Swords here. And so it's like you're getting the downloads, and it's like, man, that's going to be a tough decision, or that's going to be hard to say, but you're doing it, right? Because it is your truth, because it is aligned with you, because you feel guided to do it. And so I love this depiction of the King of Swords. He's holding that book of truth. We got that loudspeaker back there, like, yes, this is my truth. And it feels like you are taking action toward that and doing what you need to do to get there. It's like anything here that was not built on a solid foundation for Virgo, I feel like, Virgo, you're burning it down, not in a malicious type of way, but like, man, this has been a long time coming. I'm done with that. I'm cutting this off. I'm cutting this out. For some of you, it's like diet and thought patterns and habits and stuff. And you're like, I'm doing what I need to do to get here, right? So it feels like the vision is coming through for Virgo in a big way. And it feels like this first quarter is kind of when that's happening. For some of you, I intuitively feel like you already kind of have the vision, but there's something about this first quarter, January, February, March, where maybe the vision's expanding, or you're getting a new vision, or shifting directions in some way, or it's something like that, where it's like this new energy is coming through and you're kind of being prompted, being guided to move toward, or to move in that direction. July, August, September. July. Two of Pence, Four of Swords. August. Thank you. For some of you, this second quarter is going to bring new romantic relationships for you. July, August, September. What's September look like? And that's not, I know not everybody's looking for that, but I do see 2 4s out here as well. 3 actually, 444 coming out for this third quarter. And it's like through your own self-love and these steps that you're taking and this empowerment and the action that you're taking through this year, this is where these new conversations start happening. This is where I also see this as like you getting into, you know, hobbies or doing things that are like good for you, that fill you up. But I'm also seeing this as an energy of like your own healing, your own spiritual practice, your own self-love is attracting to you new people, new conversations, new opportunities, new ideas as well. Damn, Virgo, I feel like you've come so far, and I feel like this energy, it feels like the home stretch in a sense. I hope that makes sense. For some of you, it will. Maybe not for everybody. And the third quarter is the vibe is the Magician and the Sun with the Ace of Swords. It's really a breakthrough. It's really, you're starting to call into your reality, Magician. You're starting to co-create from a much more conscious space. So whether it is like relationships that you want, it's like now you're in a vibration, in a frequency, in a state of consciousness where you're like putting energy toward that, and then here it comes, you're attracting it. Or these ideas or these new directions, it's like, okay, now I can see clearly where my soul wants to go, and so I'm doing that, right? And so I feel like this is about you. So there's something coming through in the third quarter about you taking the opportunities for these new taking the chance on these new opportunities, on these new people and relationships. And now, tarot, right? You have to use discernment, and you always have to trust your own body, your own gut, your own intuition. This message is for people who are, you're doing deep soul work, healing. You're doing what is not easy, right? This is because of how far you've come, Virgo. There's new stuff coming into your world. The divine is asking you not to be putting up walls. It's like, trust it, because do you trust how far you've come? I guess it would be a better question to ask. Do you know how far you've come? Do you trust how far you've come? Have you really been doing the work and the healing? If you have, then there's these beautiful new opportunities coming in for you. These are the blessings and the rewards and the abundance that you're calling in because you're doing the work, because you're handling your business, because you're loving yourself, because you're forgiving yourself, because you're forgiving others, because you're not blaming everybody outside of yourself, because you're looking within, because you're cultivating a spiritual practice and habits and routines that are beneficial for you, for your body, for your spirit, for your mind, for your emotional state, for your nerves. Right? That's the work. And so there's something here in the third quarter about getting out of your comfort zone, Virgo. It's like, check it out. The divine's like, yo, I'm handing you this cup. Are we still stuck in the old energy in some way? Are we not trusting? Are we still looking at the past with rose-colored glasses? Are we wanting to go back, right? This is an energy of like, yo, you've made it here. Now it's time to step over that threshold, Virgo, and go. I'm getting this message here for Virgo overall. There's this message of like self-love and self-worth. I wanted to say self-worth, but self-love literally came out. So, and I think they go hand in hand, right? There's this message about like internally there's work to be done so that you know how worth it and worthy you are. So that you own that shit. And allow yourself to have this divine inheritance, this abundance, this love, this wealth, this, beautiful energy, sun, magician. Like, what are we creating? We are always in a state of co-creation. I think you're becoming more conscious of that, Virgo, and you're kind of taking the reins and creating with the divine, and that conversation is happening between you and the divine, you and the universe, you and your ancestors, you and your angels, your guides. And this is really the energy of limitless possibility here, of childlike wonder and trust, faith the size of a mustard seed. This is joy and love and awakening and healing. And then you creating from that space, whatever, and it's going to be different for everyone, but what are you being called to create through everything you've done? So we come into the fourth quarter, 9 of Pentacles, King of Cups, Knight of Cups. So I think, and this is just one way that I see this, for some of you this third quarter, you start talking to someone new. There's this conversation, there's this new connection, there's this new idea for this project, however it's going to come through for you. And in the fourth quarter, things are coming to fruition. Like, now the love offer is being made, or now we're moving forward and truly being fulfilled through this energy, through these blessings. So whatever this is, for some of you, it is going to be a relationship. For others, this is like a whole life. This is like career and your day-to-day. It's like your whole energy here. King of Cups, you're coming through like, yo, I did the healing work. I'm in touch with my emotions. I'm in touch with my spiritual gifts, and my gifts are coming in now. I attract what I am, and I am love, right? I am abundance. I am all of the things. And so October, November, December, I think is going to be a lot flowing in. And now I've had a couple of comments coming through because these readings, right? We are in a 9-year. 2025, 5 plus 2 plus 2 is 9. 9 is the end of a cycle. So as much of a shit show as the past handful of years have been, right? And it's crazy because 2024 was an 8-year, a karmic year, and we had freaking the South Node in Libra, the North Node in Aries. It's like relationships, our relationship with ourselves, like boom, 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 boom. It was not an easy year. This year feels better, but we're still at a 9, right? Once we get to the 10, once we get back to 1, that's right. And I think that's where this fourth quarter is. It's like you stepping into your new life. And so feels like you're just tying up the loose ends and making the small adjustments. Virgo, I feel like you've come so far. This is absolutely forward movement. And it looks like from about the second quarter, there's a lot of good coming into your world, a lot of blessings coming in, a lot of new opportunities, it feels like you are a new person, Virgo, and you're making a lot of decisions that you wouldn't have before. You're saying a lot of things that you wouldn't have before. You're moving different here, Virgo. And I think the divine's asking you to have a little bit of fun with that, to explore, to broaden your horizons, to kind of, open up to more, to being curious of what it could be. And also, again, I'm hearing this divine trust, this childlike trust for the divine plan, for your higher self, for your angels and guidance as well. October. What's October look like for Virgo? Queen of Pentacles with the 9 of Pentacles coming through first in the quarterly energy. So there you are, right? You are open and drawing in and holding space for divine feminine, earth energy, this abundance, this love, these blessings, these real life tangible blessings here. What else? What is this Queen of Pentacles though? Thank you, 2 of... Okay. October, November. Yep. December. 2 9s flew out, right? And this is not December's energy. When it flew out, I was like internally asking Spirit, is this December? Nope. 9 9. 9 of Wands and the Hermit. Side note. Do not give up. Virgo, you are so close. The 9 of Wands it's the wounded warrior, right? As most tarot readers would say, this is perseverance. This Hermit says, and it's a major arcana. In the tarot, Virgo, there's major arcana and there's minor arcana. The major arcana cards are spiritual. They are soul journey, soul level energies, as to where the minor arcana is the filler, it's the details. We're in a 9-year, and the whole collective has been getting this 999. Just 9s like crazy with the Hermit. I think Cancer got all of the 9s. If you have prominent or heavy Cancer placements in your chart, feel free to check that reading out as well. There might be something there for you. Hermit. It is the end of that adventure. You made it up the mountain and back down. Now you are standing between worlds, Virgo, and you are ready to go on your next adventure. This is about the integration of the wisdom gained through your trip up the last mountain, so to speak. It's about integrating everything that you've learned through this last chapter and using that wisdom, Virgo, as a guiding light. To lead you, to guide you, your own spiritual connection. Check it out. The South Node is in your sign through this 9-year. The North Node is in Pisces. So your spiritual connection and your routines that you set, the best thing for anybody to do this year, but especially those with heavy Virgo, with prominent Virgo placements, is going to be grounding into anchoring your spiritual practice down into this physical reality in any and every way. To stay grounded but stay connected, to make your routines, to make your spirituality part of your routine. Create an altar space. Spend some time there every day. Start a meditation practice. Meditation does not have to look like sitting perfectly still in lotus posture, pose, whatever. Take a walk, man. Start creating some art, or do something that kind of just gets you in that zone, in that world where it's like just you and spirit, and you're able to and spend some time there and make that part of your daily routine and take care of yourself, Virgo, and love yourself. Not just like a spa day or a salt bath, but tell yourself, I fucking love you. Treat yourself like you would a lover. Treat yourself like you would one of your children. Treat yourself like you would, the divine. And let that be reflected through you. That is going to emanate out from you, Virgo. Okay? Look. So we have October, November, the Devil and the Ten of Cups came through. And the High Priestess came through with it. And I don't really read these cards like most people. Like, I don't usually use the definition. It's like, what does this feel like to you? It feels like my spiritual connection is overriding my ego's bullshit and self-hatred and all of this programming and conditioning. And so I am aligning with my Ten of Cups. No longer is that voice is a liar. The fear, you're not enough. Oh my gosh, I'll never make it. All that bullshit is like, and especially for Virgo, right? Anything that anybody could say to you, it doesn't even compare to what we say to ourselves internally. It can be horrible, right? And I think that's a huge part of the path and the journey, and it's been a huge part of my path and my journey as well, to let God's love, to let the divine love come through me, into me, and to know that all of anything on the contrary is ego and programming and conditioning, and these things are automatically running on our operating system, Virgo. So it takes real life work and focus and will to refocus that energy, to break out of those negative self-limiting beliefs, programming, conditioning, all of the things, right? And so that's what I see for you through this year, is you cultivating a deeper connection with yourself, with the signs, with the synchronicities, with the divine, and ultimately making room for the divine to fill you up. Ten of Cups is waking up like, yo, I did it. Sheesh, I did it. I'm happy. I'm happy. It doesn't matter what you have, what you do not have, I wake up happy and blessed, right? And so it feels like, especially in this third and fourth quarter, you're starting to feel that and really, really open up to that and embody that and anchor that down. And let's go to the next step. I really feel Virgo is being called to build something with that, or from that space, or to bring that into the world to some degree, whether you're collaborating 11th house with others and you're building like a collective or like a healing or something. It's something, and it doesn't have to be yoga retreat, yoga studio, a tarot shop, metaphysical shop, whatever. Let this be your own thing that is coming through your own heart. For a lot of you, this is going to be something that has never been created here on this planet around you. So you do not have anything to look up to but the divine for this. And let it be yours. Let it be you and the divine, sun, magician. Because it will be so powerful. This is your legacy. This is your legacy, Virgo. Not just your legacy in happiness and healing and fulfillment, but also, what are you leaving behind? What legacy, what thought patterns are you leaving behind, whether you have children or not, to your next self, to your future self, that soul is the program. Our soul is our birth chart is a blueprint of the karmas of the soul, the energy that still needs to be worked through and played out. So the work that you do right now rings out through eternity, Virgo, okay? What is December? Let's go. Big sun energy. Leo, we see you. Now, a double sun out here. Drop it down in the comments to claim it, Virgo. But let's look at December. Leo came through. Leo came through. But there's when I say that, what I mean is maybe there's a specific message in here for somebody with heavy Leo in their chart. I'm hearing Leo rising. Maybe somebody watching is a Virgo with a Leo rising. Now I'm being shown this Knight of Cups, and I'm hearing let love in. Some of you are not going to be single by the time 2025 is over. Flat out. And this is like beautiful soulmate energy. It's like, also, Spirit needs you to know that because of the work you've done, Virgo, you're not going to have to repeat these cycles. These relationships over here, second, third quarter, are not going to look like the relationships before. With that being said, the universe may throw you a test or two. Trust your intuition. You do not have to put yourself behind a wall, Virgo, but you have to be smart and you have to trust your intuition, and you can't gaslight yourself because you're gonna because you want to settle, or because you don't think you're good enough for X, Y, and Z. No. Trust your intuition, go with what Spirit says, period. Stand in that, root into that. Don't sway from that, because your blessings are coming. What's December look like for Virgo? Been a lot of relationship vibes coming through in these readings over the past few months, Virgo. Which is a good thing. Which is a good thing, which is beautiful, which lets me know, right? Because y'all know I don't really focus on relationship readings. This is more like your soul journey. That lets me know that there's deep healing and shifting happening within our souls, collectively speaking, which is huge, which is beautiful, which is awesome. So you got Strength, Hierophant, Sun, double Leo. There you are. I see you. I see you. You know who you are. No, but listen. December, you're stepping up that ladder. You have leveled up. Look, Spirit is right there in your ear, but you know that. Look at how certain. Look at that energy. Like, yes, I am divine. I know it. Humbly. Right? And I'm following my heart. I've healed my heart. And the divine is carrying me to where I need to go. To my promised land, to my Garden of Eden. I think you've completed some major karmic cycles here, Virgo, and you should be celebrating this. I think go through this year celebrating it, and so it is. It has been written. As long as we take the action, we're guided. As long as we don't let anything sway us from our truth and from our authenticity, from our divine connection, we strike. December. You know what? And I feel like all of these collective year ahead readings have like ended in like the Chariot, and which you did have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck and still do, but I shuffle a lot and throw shit here and there, so I wasn't sure. But yeah, like every year ahead reading has ended with the Chariot. I feel like you have the Sun as well, so we have this victory. You did it. You literally did it. Hierophant, you are becoming this divine, this channel for divine, for divinity, for divine energy, for divine guidance. And also, I feel like, Virgo, you play a major role in building the new traditions and the new structures and the new way. Some of you are like in the medical field, and some of you are so smart, and you're already out there in the field. And I've been connecting with so many of you in the personal sessions. y'all have something that no one else has, not in your field, not around you. And a lot of you that I'm connecting with are like, yeah, I get looked at like I'm crazy, and I can't even really speak my truth where I work because, you know, X, Y, and Z. And for those of you that you're in that energy, you have such a huge role here. You are important, Virgo. So again, do not let anything sway you, and proudly and confidently stand in your truth. It doesn't mean you got to push it on everybody, but when others look at you, they will feel it, and they will naturally be open, like, right? Think about it. Somebody who's always like, you got to believe this is how it is, oh my God, they're doing this. People are like, yo, shut up. But somebody who knows and who is confident and who knows their divinity, people feel that and they see it, Virgo. So own your shit, okay? Because we got shit to do, fam. We've come a long way. Let's grab some oracle cards. For those of you that are still here, I appreciate you. Thanks for rocking with me. I just, and the reason I say that is because sometimes I get comments, so people, you know, are just, it's like, go back to TikTok if you can't sit still for a minute. And that just means that you have no self-control. That's a wide open door for healing, to learn to quiet your mind, which is not you. And if it's bugging you that much, then that really should show you like, hey, I need to breathe. I need to meditate. This programming is going to pull me here and there. What if there's something here that you needed to hear, right? What if there was something there that you needed to see, but you can't sit still long enough to see it or to integrate that or to heal your body, right? We have to bring ourselves into a place of stillness in order to heal, period, mind, body, and spirit. So just know that if you're able to sit through one of my readings, that's huge in and of itself. So I know you out there doing the work, Virgo. What's the message for Virgo? Mary Magdalene, the teacher awakens. What did I tell you? Ancestor spirit. Some of you are healing these ancestral wounds and abuse and traumas and all of this childhood shit, and you need to teach others. You need to spread the word. You need to share your story, Virgo. Let's go. Let's go. It is that year, and I've been saying this for like the past handful of years in my client sessions, in the readings. 2025 is the end of it. Like I said, adjustments, loose ends, release, blah, blah, blah. 2026, you will be fully in this new chapter with your new business or your new life, however that looks. And we have work to do this year. So take it easy, but take it serious. It says you have something important to share. Follow the inner call and do not let anything stop you. What's the message for Virgo? Follow the call. Look around and find some signs the universe is speaking to you, Virgo. For a lot of you, listen to the songs that come across your path. Even if it's like just in passing, there's probably messages coming through for you. And it says you have the power to create the life you love. Remember that. And also remember that you cannot change anyone but yourself. These are messages from the cosmos. That first oracle deck was called the Light Seers, I believe. No, Keepers of the Light. And this is messages of your mind. Spirit, what's the message from Virgo's mind? Receive. You're being asked to open to receiving universal gifts. These could come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom, cosmic wisdom. Know that you are worthy of these gifts and open up to them. Slow down. Life is not a race. It's not a competition. You need to slow down. Doing so does not make you weak or less than, Virgo. It actually makes you strong, wise, and much better able to navigate life with clarity and ease, and you are being asked to move forward toward the dream that you've been carrying in your heart. It is time to bring it out into the world. It is ready. It's time. Thank you, divine. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. Thank you, demons. Thank you for all of the guidance and all of the messages and clarification and confirmation that you bring through in these readings. As above, so below. As within, so without. What is the message for Virgo, please, Holy Spirit? Y'all ancestors coming through so heavy right now. This is so huge. I feel like this is huge. We're going to read this. And when I say that, what I mean is like, man, Virgo, you probably, this energy, this healing, this has not been easy for you. Not that I see that it's easy right now. Feels like it's getting easier. But yo, you did it. You did it, family. We are almost there. We are almost there. And when we get there, we're going to keep going. This card is encouraging you to deepen your relationship with your ancestors and bring whatever you want, ancestors, and bring whatever you want guidance on to them. If you've not already done so, making an altar. It's the second time that that's come through, Virgo. Go make an altar for your deities, for your spirits, for your ancestors, for Jesus, whatever your thing is, and offer, connect, ask, talk to, thank, gratitude, right? Oh my gosh, what a powerful message. If you've already done so, making an altar just to your ancestors is a good way to begin. You can ask them what they want as offerings and then put pictures, if you have them, or symbols of them on it as well. It may be a good idea to take a pilgrimage, if possible, to the places they once lived. If not, you can learn as much as you can about them and where they come from. You may ask them if there's any healing that you can do for them. It's important to honor our ancestors and where we come from. Do so whenever you can. This card may also signal a need to tend to our ancestral trauma. We can inherit the suffering of those in our lineage. This is an opportunity for you to remove blocks within yourself, but also to release your ancestors from the trauma as well. And it rings out, like we said, but in both ways. What is time? Family, it is not linear. So again, this is big work that you're doing, that you've done. It releases them from it as well. It reverberates down our entire lineage. So while we may view it as something that hinders us, try to view it as a way of healing many more than just yourself. Sometimes we can become reliant on the guidance of others. It is important to remain sovereign and independent when holding counsel, right? Understand that working with your ancestors is different than working with other guides or allies. They will have their own opinions about you and your life, and you may need to use discretion. I think what I feel intuitively is I think you've done some major healing, and I think connecting will be a beautiful thing for you right now. But then again, yes, please use discretion. Don't, use your intuition and your angelic, your higher guidance always. Always trust what your body is telling you, how you feel when you get downloads. Your body and reaction to the moment is speech. It's communication in and of itself. Okay, Virgo? Let's grab one last message from the Divine Mother before we tap out. My beautiful mother, my Divine Mother, what is the message, please, for Virgo? She's like, I got a lot of them. Okay, can we get one? Kalika Tantrika. Kali overcomes karma, realigns us with when our path when we veered off course, and reverses the momentum of negativity and detaches draining energy cords, restoring us to full vitality. It may seem like your will is being thwarted or you're not getting what you want, but the goddess knows what she's doing. Her actions will benefit you, Virgo. Trust. Troma Nagmo. The spiritual cleansing and protective means necessary to overcome any obstacles shall be granted to you. You can trust in what is happening in your life, especially the things that are breaking apart or arising anew. Any pain that you might be experiencing now is so much less than the pain that would have taken root if certain circumstances were allowed to continue. I'm being guided to read this Mahavidya as well. No matter how logical an approach may be or how sensible it may seem, there are times when the heart nudges us toward a different way. Have the courage to be moved by your heart along untried paths that resonate. Thank you, Ma. Whatever, regardless of what the logical mind has to say about them, you are outgrowing a problem and birthing a superior solution. And that may be collectively. I feel intuitively that was a message for somebody who's being guided to step into like unfamiliar, uncharted territory. And hopefully you know who you are. And that was confirmation for you that, yeah, no, we need to do it this way. And no, yeah, it's supposed to look like this. Trust your vision. Trust your guidance, Virgo. Again, drop that sun emoji. Drop that triple sun, that double sun emoji down below in the comments to claim this energy, these blessings. And please know as well that it is appreciated, your interaction with the channel, your likes, your subscriptions, when you share these videos, when you donate, it all helps this channel spread and these messages spread to reach a wider audience, which in turn helps me. So I'm very grateful for all of you for your love and support on this channel. We're blowing past 200,000 subscribers here in the void, and I'm speechless. I literally have no words, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have changed my life. I love you all so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. With that, y'all, I hope you're able to take something from this message. I hope it found you blessed and well and in great spirits. This is going to be an amazing year. This is the one. This is the one for the books. This is where it counts, Virgo. So let's fucking go, family. Have a blessed rest of your day, gang, and I hope to see you beautiful beings on the next reading.